Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA. And brought to you by State Farm, a chance here to look at the starting lineups. First, for the Heat, Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Battier in at the 4. Then for the San Antonio Spurs, Tony Parker at the 1 and Danny Green at the 2. And in the middle, one of the best ever to man the low block, the big fundamental, number 21, Tim Duncan. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Diaw in at the 4. Parker. He dishes it to Leonard. Back to Parker. Second chance shot, and Duncan with the basket on the assist by Parker.
Got to be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over.
Here's Chalmers, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Chalmers has got his second basket of the night.
And, guys, you know the story. Eric Spoelstra, coach of the Heat, a guy who worked his way from the ground up with this organization. I mean, from video coordinator to advanced scout, assistant coach, then director of scouting. Over 13 years, finally becomes the head coach and has shown himself to be very much a good fit for that position.
On defense, the Spurs. .44 seconds left to play here in the first. Leonard against LeBron. Back to Bosh. Wade outside. From deep. No good. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Parker dishes to Green. It's stolen by Wade. LeBron up top. He's guarded by Diaw. LeBron passes to Chalmers. Here's Bosh. San Antonio with the rebound. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Leonard. Excellent D from Wade. Tie game in San Antonio. And the second quarter will get up. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, Tony Parker's not a great outside shooter, but he's gotten consistently better over the last few years. He's worked very hard at it, really improving his stroke, his efficiency as a shooter, and it's given him great balance between his inside scoring and everything else that he does for this club.
Chris Bosh has checked in for Dwayne Wade, and Parker drops them both. We talked about Tony Parker as an outside shooter, as effective as he's been as a slasher. He hasn't really needed to shoot from outside that often.
Yeah, but as he starts to lose a step, he hasn't yet. I've not seen any indication of it, but it will happen if he continues to play. And he'll have to rely more on that improved jump shot of his. And with his savvy and smart, I don't think it'll be a problem for him to adjust and be effective as he advances in years.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, after almost a decade in the NBA, in his third trip to the NBA Finals, LeBron James finally broke through to win his first ring. His first thoughts after the final buzzer? About time. But beyond relief, the 2012 title was redemption for LeBron as well. After a disappointing finals performance in 2011 that had left him humbled and motivated to do better, he said, "I'm doing whatever it takes to become a better basketball player. Every day trying to critique my game. Our team becomes better if I continue to get better, and that's what it's about." Guys, he's not done yet.
That's right, Doris. Thanks.
Well, as talented as LeBron is, it's still a matter of how hard he's worked. And he's put that hard work to use. The talent is unquestionable, but the work has put him over the top. And that's why he's been able to finally get over the hump and win a ring.
Here's LeBron after the basket by San Antonio. Over Diaw, and there's another one for the Heat.
Carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
There's the dish to split it. Haslam on him from the baseline. And that one's good. Splitter's got his second basket. The Heat leading by 3.
Now running a little bit of... Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Well, this fella can rise up there with the best of them.
Just a crazy finish, guys.
He's one of the few players with the athleticism to pull that off.
And that last replay courtesy of Sprite. Here's Neal, defended by Chalmers. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
That's good for Neal. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he hits both. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The pass to Bosch. Back to LeBron. Shoots over Leonard. And no good trying to get that one. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Heat lead by 3. And it's time now for the Sprint Heft.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And coming your way now.
And a view here of the beautiful San Antonio Riverwalk as we welcome you back to the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Ray Allen.
Yeah, his performance really transcends the stat sheet, Kevin, because you look at it, not all that impressive, but he's made a huge impact.
Yeah, the numbers aren't huge, but he's been really solid. I mean, he's made some...
Oh, what a throw down there.
Man! Kevin, that's just him doing his thing. I mean, that's who he is, launching himself at the basket. I mean, he thrust himself at the basket. He's an angry driver and attacker of the rim.
And the replay, of course, presented by Sprite. What a play. And that one's good. Parker.
He got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
For such a long time, the Spurs were looked to as an annual threat to win it all, especially with Tim Duncan in his prime. But the last few years, people haven't taken San Antonio seriously, but they still win consistently, night in and night out.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, the unselfish culture of the San Antonio Spurs is much admired, but not often replicated around the league. Coach Popovich explained what he thinks has been a big part of it, saying, quote, "I'm very fortunate in that I didn't have to deal with a star's ego. I dealt with grown-ups who had character and values, that sort of thing. Timmy came along, David Robinson understood his talent and made it very easy for Tim to become the go-to guy. As Tim got older, he understood the value of Manu and Tony and was able to share that spotlight with them. I never had a talk, I never had a discussion, a meeting, or anything with any of those guys about that. We just did it. And it's because of their character that we were able to do it." Kevin, tremendous guys, all 3.
Once again, that unselfishness and lack of ego, Doris, so impressive. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Duncan. Splitter comes in for Boris Diaw. Steven Jackson checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Here's Haslam, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Spurs trail by 8. Parker kicks to Splitter. The shot no good.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that's how.
Jams it with authority.
And you really don't want to give up too many dunks like that. One is too many.
Oh, yeah, no, certainly you're right. That's making it way too easy for sure.
Yeah, major breakdown defensively. They've got to tighten things up here.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And now our sideline reporter Doris Burke has a report on our Sprite uncontainable game. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. We've seen an uncontainable game from Ray Allen. Energy, passion, key plays. He's provided all of them from the bench and done everything you could have asked for a reserve. We'll see what else he can do in the fourth.
Great, Doris, thanks. And when you look at that textbook contribution, guys, coming from one of the reserves, he really fit that definition here tonight.
Yeah, he's really been the X factor in this game. You know, to be honest, I don't think they were ready for him defensively. Seemed like they just didn't have a plan on how to guard him.
Well, you know, one of the things about having a guy like him come off the bench is that it gives you a burst. He's a power surge, and he creates immediate matchup problems, especially when he gets hot.
Here's Parker. Pass to Duncan. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break. Battier's got it, and he bangs it home with one hand.
I like the awareness they had there. Guys were headed out on the break the instant the steal was made.
And they got the easy bucket because of it.
He feeds it to Ginobili. Launches a three. Can't get it to go. Excellent D from Wade. Bosch kicks to Wade. Heat moving the ball around. And here's Chalmers for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
And I think his strength, Kevin, is his ability to deliver in catch-and-shoot situations. He's very reliable in that regard, so that gives the offense some flow.
Also, there's one other thing I've noticed with him. I mean, he's great at stripping the ball away from you at the last possible moment. That's not an easy play to make, but he seems to have developed the knack for doing just that.
And that one should remove all doubt about the outcome of this game. This thing's over.
Now it's just a matter of what the winning margin's going to be.
Manu Ginobili on the way. And it's good from the elbow. Heat have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Gets it to go.
And this one is just about over. It's going to be an easy win for them in the end.
Yep, I think they can just about put this one on cruise control for the last few seconds here.
Jackson misses.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Chalmers. And Bonner pulls it down. Now Parker. Uses the drop step. Good on the shot. And here is Battier. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Nice D from Ginobili.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin.